cocktails from Maker's Mark, and as the creator of 46, I'm excited that you're all there with your cocktails, getting ready to loosen up your wallets and contribute great amount of money for Kate's Club. I love the way that you've orchestrated this thing. That it could be the model for the rest of the country. And I hope it's successful. I hope the cocktails are great. And if the whiskey's not everything you expected, give me a ring. And have a great event. And let's raise a lot of money. Thanks.
Good evening and welcome to the Kate's Club Morning Glory Gala. My name is Tanya Sam, and I have the tremendous pleasure to be one of the co-chairs and serve on the board for this year's Kate's Club organization. Kate's Club is an organization that is near and dear to my heart because I lost my mom when my sister and I were the young age of 11 and 12. Losing a parent, sibling, or loved one at such a young age leaves an indelible mark on your hearts. But our organization serves to transform the children and families that we serve. I am so excited to welcome you into our clubhouse tonight. Although we can't be together partying at the Lowe's, we are here in celebration at the Kate's Club Clubhouse. And I'd like to now kick it over to my friend Keisha, who would like to introduce ourselves, and then we'll break to thank some sponsors.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Keisha Hunt, and I'm the other co-chair of this year's Morning Glory Gala. We are so excited that you're here. Welcome to the VIP Happy Hour. For those of you who don't know me, I've been involved with Kate's Club for over 10 years since my son Cole lost his father in a car crash in 2009. It is my life's joy to participate in this organization and to help other families create a safe space to grieve. This is going to be a whole lot of fun tonight, though.
It's going to be a great night.
We are so excited. And we have all these things here that we're going to tell you more about. So the first thing I would like to say, though, is that we would hope that you would promote the event on your social media channels. We do have a hashtag.
Of course we do.
Yes. And it is KC Gala 2020. That is hashtag KC Gala 2020. If you don't know what a hashtag is, and that's probably my mom who's watching, ask one of the grandchildren to help you so that we can make sure that you tell everybody you know about this event. Now, let's get into the fun stuff.
Wait, Keisha, 1 second. As part of this virtual happy hour that we are bringing to you, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank one of our key sponsors.
Of course.
Salesforce. Salesforce has come to us this year and been an excellent support to Kate's Club and our program. So thank you so much, Salesforce. Thank you personally to Brandon Douglas and Cindy over at Salesforce, who connected with us and reached out to help us keep our programs and clubhouse open and alive. We thank you so much.
Yes.
And now
we have a special guest, a VIP for our VIP happy hour, and that is Ryan. Ryan is a diplomat with Maker's Mark, and he is here. Hello. We're going to have some fun tonight. He's going to teach us a few things.
Well, I'm going to teach you a really easy cocktail.
Okay.
Yes.
You've already got the instructions for it. It came on this card. Should have been in your basket, right?
Yes.
So let me explain that for 1 second. For those of you who are tuning in at home, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Kate's Club Morning Glory Happy Hour. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start kicking off your long week at home with a cocktail.
Yes.
So for those of you who received a gift basket, those of you who have served on our host committee for the gala, as well as our sponsors, you received some Maker's Mark, courtesy of Ryan and Maker's Mark. For those of you who haven't, this is a great way to kick off the night, and we're going to make a simple cocktail. So pull out your cards and follow along at home.
Yes. Or pull out whatever you would like to drink. That could be water. You can still join us.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is grab your device that you're going to consume from.
I'm ready.
We have these fun mason jars. I'm going to add a little bit of ice to that.
Okay.
Oh, I need some ice. It's about 90 degrees here in
90
Georgia.
degrees. I'll tell you what, I'll pass this on to you.
Yes.
And putting ice everywhere is part of the charm of not being at your own house to do this. So this is super fun. Let me pass that to you.
Thank you. Such a gentleman. He's such
a
gentleman.
I guess. So we'll go ahead and get these going here. And ladies, if you wanted to go ahead and open your bottles of Maker's 46, and I'll pass this to you.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I have a question here.
Uh-huh.
is this a whiskey or a bourbon? Like, tell me a little bit about Makers.
So it's a bourbon. This is actually Maker's 46. So the gentleman you saw the video for before, this is his legacy.
Okay.
He sold his parents' bourbon for a very long time and wanted to make his own version of Maker's Mark. Something that was yummy, had a longer finish than Maker's Mark. Still wasn't bitter. You got that?
Yes. Yes.
It was very enjoyable. Had a long finish. So what we do is we take classic Maker's Mark, which is fully matured, and we introduce 10 infrared seared French oak staves.
Ooh,
Now, those
wow.
oak staves give us a second layer of flavor that classic Maker's Mark, which is usually just aged with a new American oak barrel.
Okay.
This gives us baking spices.
Okay.
And lots of other fun flavors. So not just vanilla, toasted coconut, and caramel. You get nutmeg and cinnamon and these wonderful spice flavors.
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
I love this.
And it smells terrific. So
It smells great, right?
if you have your bottle open at home,
Oh, you took the
definitely
wax
smell
all
it.
the way off. You
I
got a
did.
naked bottle
Oh,
now.
how did
Okay.
you do that?
Look at that.
Oh,
She got a little aggressive. It's okay.
it's okay.
You haven't even had a cocktail yet. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That's great. So we're going to take this bottle of Maker's 46,
Okay.
and I have a measuring device here. It measures out 1.5 parts for me.
Parts.
Okay.
Parts, yes.
Parts.
We're going to use parts.
All right. I'm just
All right,
gonna
if you
eyeball
borrow
I'm
it.
just
it.
gonna free pour.
There you go.
1, 2. Like, is there a? I
I
think.
usually do it around a 4 to a 6 count. Depends on how saucy you want to get today.
Okay.
I'm saucy. All right.
That's
all
going to
right.
be really light and enjoyable, so
Oh.
you can have
Oh, okay.
several.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
start with light and
How am I
enjoyable.
doing
We've
here?
got a great night.
I think you're doing all right. There's a little
Okay.
bit of water in the bottom of that.
Okay.
So we've got 1821 ginger beer made
Okay.
here locally in Atlanta.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, crack that guy
Are you
open.
guys following along? Because nobody likes to drink alone. So
Yes,
please.
so please join
Make
us.
a mocktail, cocktail, follow along, treat yourself. Tonight is going to be a great night.
That's right.
Let's do this.
It's going to be wonderful.
Okay.
So we're going to add in a lot of that,
Okay. I feel good about that.
almost to the top.
Okay.
Okay? Then I've got
All
a little
right.
bit of lime juice. We're going to cheat because I didn't feel like squeezing a whole bunch of limes.
Okay.
Okay.
We've got
And I'm
some
going to give
limes
you
here.
a little bit
Oh,
of
give
that.
me some of
Just
that.
a little bit, just a squeeze.
If
would
you
you
have
like
a
a
fresh
little-
lime.
I would. Thank you.
If you have a fresh lime, you can just squeeze a bunch of those.
Yeah.
We're going to use this.
Okay.
And then you garnish with an actual
Oh,
fresh
This
lime.
is live and there's no slow-mo or fast forward, so we're actually going to squeeze these limes.
There you go. Squeeze
That
the
is
lime.
great.
Okay.
Okay.
And there you are. There you have it. Now you can do a variation of this if you have some fresh berries at the house. You can smush them in the bottom before you add the ice, and then add in the bourbon and
Ooh,
the
I would
ginger
love
beer.
that.
It's really nice. Strawberries or
Cheers.
blueberries,
Peaches.
or
Cheers.
watermelons, or
Cheers.
A
anything that
toast.
you've got. So, cheers to Kate's Club.
Cheers. Raise a glass from our hearts to your homes. Let's raise a glass to a great night and supporting the families and children of Kate's Club.
We cannot wait for this evening, guys. It's going to be great. Have a sip.
Wait, we've all got to do the look in the eye.
That's right, that's right.
Purposefully, okay,
Case
to
it's
health and
poison.
wealth.
It's not poison.
Oh, this is pretty
Ooh,
good. I
this
did a
is
good
so
job.
good. This
Yeah.
is delicious.
I did a good job.
This
You
feels
did a
like-
good job. You're a good teacher.
Very
Well,
good
thank you.
job.
Yeah.
I worked hard at it. I'm no bartender, but
So is there something specific that makes a drink a mule?
it's the ginger beer.
And that's the kick?
And that's the kick.
it?
Oh!
Well, this is the kick. This is really
Actually, I
the
believe
kick.
you're right. That's what makes it the Kentucky Mule.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, it's delicious. This is very exciting.
I
Very
love that.
refreshing. Great for one of these hot evenings that we're having tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're sitting out on your back porch with the fans on watching the TV.
So
or on
I
your
will
device.
say, Ryan, I was asking, what is the story behind the Maker's Mark wax here? Because this is, I don't see this on a lot
Yeah,
of
it's really
other
beautiful.
liquors or alcohol.
Yeah, you don't for a reason. So our co-founder of our brand, Margie Samuels, was a really smart lady.
Oh,
her-
lady co-founders.
That's
I
right.
love that.
Isn't
I like
great?
that.
Her co-founder was her husband, Bill, the father of the gentleman you saw in the video earlier. He created everything on the inside. He wanted the liquid to be a specific way. But she really wanted something that was sexy, that would pop off the shelf. So she actually
Ladies are
dipped.
good at that.
You're good, right?
Ladies are good at that, yeah.
So she actually dipped the first bottle of Maker's Mark. This is Maker's 46, but the first
Okay.
bottle of Maker's Mark was dipped in her kitchen fryer at
Wow.
her house.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently her fried chicken was never the same.
Okay.
I really felt that joke. I loved it.
So, but yeah, this is our iconic red wax.
That is really cool. So this is probably the first time I've ever actually had a cocktail in Kate's Club, but you know, with these crazy times, we are drinking in a children's clubhouse. But I'm really excited that actually we've been able to invite you guys all into the clubhouse, because oftentimes when we've had this gala, and this is our 16th year,
Yes.
we would be partying and celebrating with you at the Lowe's with over 500 people. There are cocktails that flow there, and so we encourage you guys to keep your cocktails flowing so
Yes.
that you can keep your bids and support for Kate's Club going.
And we also are really excited about those of you who've actually never heard of Kate's Club before tonight, or you've never participated in a gala. So we certainly want to welcome all of the new attendees, the new donors, families, because this is a wonderful organization, and I think you'll find that you're going to have a really good time tonight. It's a somber reason that we come together for Kate's Club, but it's a joyful time that we have every year with the gala. And this is new and exciting for us because Tanya is right. We have never done a gala from the clubhouse before. We've never done a virtual gala, and I've certainly never done a virtual gala with my own, what is this? A maker's mule in my hand.
Maker's mule.
This is a new time for all of us, and so we're going to embrace it. We're going to have a great time, and we're going to celebrate together.
So, a couple notes about our clubhouse, because I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you about what a great space this is. We've been here for a couple years, and this is where we hold a lot of our free programs. We have many different rooms, and just to kind of let you get a glimpse or idea of what we do here, we hold a lot of our family days here. We have, our programs range for kids between the ages of 5 and 18, so we have a teen room, a littles room, and just a lot of really fun stuff goes on here. Keisha, can you talk about, was your son in the programs here, or was this pre-your clubhouse?
He was. My son Cole started when he was 8 years old, and we actually were part of Kate's Club from the original location to coming here into the brand new clubhouse. And I still think of this as the new clubhouse, even though we've been in this space for several years now. It's still so vibrant and beautiful, and even now that he's in college, he comes back every now and then and has the same nostalgia, because it's just a comforting, warm place. And for any of you who've never been to the clubhouse and you live here in the Atlanta metro area, we absolutely invite you to learn more. If you know a family that might benefit from Kate's Club services, please encourage them to come to the clubhouse and see what we have to offer. It's a joyful community.
And on that note, people are often asking, how can you get involved? How can you volunteer? You know, one of the things that I like to think is the silver lining behind the pandemic that we're all at, we've had to quickly pivot and take a lot of our programs, our summer camps, to virtual. So with that said, we've had a lot of inbounds of people wanting to get involved, wanting to volunteer. And so there's a place for everyone in Kate's Club. So I implore you to check out our website, check out the information, and find a way to get involved. Now we've got Ryan involved.
We did.
We are never going to let you go because number one, you came with cocktails.
Yes.
I'm usually good for that.
Yes, this is awesome. We love that. We love that.
And you're a diplomat.
I'm a
I don't think
diplomat.
we've ever
I don't
had
have
a
the immunity,
diplomat.
though.
Okay, so what is a beverage diplomat?
So with Maker's Mark, we actually have an ambassador program.
Okay.
That's for our consumers.
Ah.
I work for the distillery, so they had to give me a fancier title because I get paid to do this.
I
It's a
love
pretty
it.
good thing to get paid
And we
to
love
do,
it when
is to make these.
organizations take the time to give back and come and do community work. So we thank you all for supporting and engaging with Kate's Club. We really appreciate the corporate sponsors and the engagement and feedback we get from our greater community. It means so much to us. And just being able to share stories like Keisha's story, my own story of losing my mom when I was young, you know, being able to send those messages out resonates and helps us to really fulfill our mission of helping no child to grieve alone. And for family members to understand that there's a place to send their kids where they can join this incredible community of kids who have lost a parent, sibling, or loved one.
So I will say we want to thank all of you for joining us. We hope that you enjoy your cocktails. For those of you who, like I said, are new and are excited about what we're going to do tonight, sit back, relax, enjoy your cocktail, and get ready for an evening of really thoughtful, really exciting, really fun programming. We just can't wait to hear your feedback, and we're excited to participate and join with you.
I'm going to tell you a sneak peek about a little what's coming up. So the happy hour will conclude and we'll go right into our program. And we've got an incredible night for you. You are going to hear from some of our childhood champions, past Kate's Club participants. Keisha and I will pop up again. But more importantly is our live auction and our silent auction that will be going and running in the background. So the best way to do this is have this gala streamed to your television, your tablet, your devices, and have your cell phone out and handy so that you can bid away to support. It is one of the biggest things that will really help us get this gala going and make it a successful virtual gala. We've never done this before, but here we are and we're making it happen.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We can't wait to see you a little later.
Thank you, and from our clubhouse to your homes, we hope you have an incredible night. Woo! Woo!
here with us tonight. My name is Keisha Hunt, and I am one of the co-chairs of the 2020 Kate's Club Mourning Glory Gala.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Tanya Sam, and I also have the extreme pleasure and joy to serve as one of our co-chairs for this year's gala. I also serve on the board of directors for Kate's Club. I'd also like to raise a glass to my fellow board members such as Rob Spencer, our board chair, and others like Judy and Cy, who have spent years dedicated to making Kate's Club what it is today. I thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts.
We are thrilled to have so many of you watching with us tonight. I know that my family is at home watching, and my friends who come with me to the gala every single year. And also my son is watching, and that makes me really excited. He's in college now, but in 2009, he lost his father to a car crash when he was only 8 years old. And that's how I found Kate's Club. I was looking for something therapeutic for my child to grieve in a way that would be helpful to him, where he didn't feel like he was the only person going through what he was going through. And I'm just so proud that we've been able to take our experience to help other families.
I became involved with Kate's Club when I heard our founder, Kate Atwood, speak in a business meeting about losing her mother at a very young age. I was shocked and touched because I'd never heard anyone speak so outwardly about their grief. My sister and I lost our mother at the young ages of 11 and 12. And at that time, there was nothing out there like Kate's Club. There was no place where we could go to find community, solace, and acceptance around other kids who had lost a sibling, parent, or loved one. And I thank you for being a part of this incredible cause tonight.
So tonight we would like to invite all of you into the clubhouse, where my son Cole and other children and families have found so much support and love and acceptance. And we really hope you enjoy having an opportunity to experience what we experience and see what we see through Kate's Club.
Welcome and have an amazing night for this year's Kate's Club 2020 Virtual Gala at home.
We'll be right back.
Mandatory mask order.
Dubbed the Murder Hornet.
There's a huge line to get toilet paper.
Aaron's first step. Whoa, whoa, oh,
I'm so excited.
Say hi, Mom.
All right, they did come back positive for cancer.
Okay.
You got this. I'll be okay.
Buddy. Go big.
Look at the camera, Grandma.
Oh, very nice.
Smile.
Wow, what a way to open the night and remind us why we're all here. To celebrate these brave kids, to honor the memories of their lost ones, and to find unity in our human experience of love, of loss, of heartache, and of joy as we create a new memory tonight in this new form of being together. Good evening, my friends. My name is Megan McRoberts, and it is my honor to be your host and fundraising tonight. We are so glad that you've joined us for Kate's Club Morning Glory Gala at home. and want to take a moment to thank you for choosing to spend your Friday night with us. Our gala obviously looks a little different this year, but although we're not able to be together in person, we're so grateful that we can come together in spirit to connect over an amazing cause. Not to mention the perks for you of not having to wear heels or bow ties all night. So wherever you're tuning in from, we're glad you're here, and we can't wait to take you on the Kate's Club journey. But first, we need to go over some housekeeping so you know just what to expect. First and foremost, if you need any help tonight, dial the number 678-551-2706. Again, that's 678-551-2706. You should see it right on the screen for tech support. You should have also received a text on your phone linking you to our mobile bidding portal, Qtego. So go ahead and click that link in the body of your text, if you haven't already, so we can stay on track together because we're going to do a lot in that device. It's going to be super important tonight, so listen up. These are the things that you need to know. If you want to make a donation at any time in the night, just go into the site and click on the Donate Now button. Just select the donation amount that's comfortable to you, or you can customize it when you want to make your $100,000 donation, whatever you prefer, or you can text on your phone. Now here's how text to give is going to work. You're going to open up your text message, text to the number 74121 and type give to KC. That's all one word, GIVETO KC, in the body of the text, and then follow the prompts. You should see this option below me now. All right, next we have our fabulous live auction that contains items such as a luxury catamaran excursion or a trip to Tuscany. But now we're going to focus on the 2 items that are closing in the next few minutes. That's right, we have 2 items that are going to close in the next few minutes. It's going to work a little different tonight. So unlike a true live auction where we'd keep the bidding going until the highest bidder wins, tonight the first round of auction items will close together. So make sure to place those bids and watch the clock because we're about to close them in just a few minutes. Now I have a screen up here from Qtego, so I'm going to be able to watch the bids coming in. I already know who is in the lead tonight. Bianca, I see you. And Ashley, I know you're winning that Antigua trip, so go ahead and place those bids. We have some awesome items for you. So here's what we've got. First up, lot 101, we have a walk-on roll to a Will Packer film. Will has produced dozens of films, many of them opening at #1, such as Girls Trip, Night School, and most recently, The Photograph. So make sure to check that out to finally get those 15 minutes of fame. This will be a walk-on, non-speaking role in one of his next productions, and I hear that he's cooking up something good. Okay, I didn't really hear that, but I can only imagine that he is because he's had the time to do so this year. So Will Packer, if you're watching, I hope you're cooking up something good. We'll also be closing a fabulous trip to sunny Antigua. For 7 days and 7 nights, you'll escape to the tropical sandy beaches of the island where you can lay in the sun, feel the sand between your toes, sip Mai Tais and pina coladas in the warm ocean breeze. Ooh, I'm almost there now. Okay, sorry, I got lost for a second. Friends, I know that you've been feeling cooped up in your home, staring at the screen all day and wondering when is this ever going to end. And I'm here to encourage you to bid on this trip so you can bid farewell to this city and hop on the island. There is no expiration date on this trip, so you can travel whenever it feels safe to you, but have something to look forward to. So make sure to check this out. All right, so again, these packages are gonna close at the same time. So don't forget to use that max bid feature if you'd like to bid on both, where the system will bid on your behalf based on the next highest bid increment. All right. So get to work, Bianca, get to work, Ashley. We see that you're in the lead. We know that you're fighting for it. These items are gonna close soon, so make sure to stay on top of it. All right, now, I would like to share our goal this evening, and I also have a super exciting announcement to make. So while many organizations may share a financial goal with you, our primary goal, as we've been planning this virtual event, is to inspire every single person watching this evening to give, and especially anyone new to Kate's Club. We hope that you will fall in love with our mission and feel compelled to become a part of our family. And because of this goal, and this is my super exciting news, we have an anonymous donor who's offered to match every new donation dollar. So if you're a new donor, he's gonna match dollar for dollar, which means there's no better time to show up, show your support for our cause, and and click that donate button so we can double your money. So remember, you can text to give or you can use the Qtego site. It looks like we've already had a few donations coming in, so I'd like to call out Sue Lang, thank you so much. Elizabeth Jaffe, I see you. Yasmin Dada and Lauren Cook, and I know that we have a few more that are going to be coming in here. I see some coming in right now. Okay, so secondly, we have a super big surprise for you later on, so be sure to stay tuned to hear what we have in store. I know we have about 400 of you registered and watching tonight, or at least I hope you're watching, or else I got all dressed up for nothing. So I am expecting to see an impressive showing of support tonight coming through our Qtego mobile site, and I can't wait to give you a shout out when you donate. I'm gonna do my best to call all of your names as you donate as I watch the screen here coming in, like Rebecca McCorvey, I see that you just donated, thank you for your support. But if I happen to miss your name, I just need you to go in and donate again to make sure I see it the next time. It's so hard to tell jokes when there's not a crowd. Oh, good, I got some laughs. Okay, so I know for a fact that we've got some viewers tuned in tonight, such as Trinika Fields, hey Trinika, Kanata Herring, Beth and Gloria Cantor. Thank you so much for opening your home to host a small little gala watch party. And thanks to all of our loyal board members for tuning in tonight. I also want to acknowledge that we obviously have some people here in the clubhouse. It's not just me and an iPhone, okay? But we're all socially distanced, we're wearing masks, and hopefully they'll be cheering you on as you place your bids and as we announce our winners from the auction items and all of our donors tonight. So if you hear some shouts and cheers, those are our support team. And if you also hear me shout, "Where are we at, Gregory?" You know I'm talking to our Qtego rep to find out how much money you're all donating from home. Speaking of Qtego, all right, our first round of auction items is about to close. This is item 101 and 102. This is the walk-on roll on a Will Packer film and a sunny trip to Antigua. So get those bids in, my friends. These items are gonna close in just a moment after our next video, okay? So keep an eye on that phone. Now, before we go any further, I wanna take a moment to thank some of our amazing sponsors and friends. Please, truly, send some love and appreciation out to these sponsors, solicit their businesses, and remember that they gave back even during a pandemic. Returning for the second year in a row as a presenting sponsor of tonight's gala is Southwest Airlines, and here to share just a few words is our friend, Quinny.
Thanks, Megan. My name is Quinny Jenkins, and I work on the community outreach team at Southwest Airlines, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the Case Club Mourning Gala virtually. At Southwest Airlines, our mission is to provide friendly, reliable, and low-cost air service to the communities that we serve. Our other mission is to ensure that we are supporting the causes that are important to the customers who fly our airline each and every day. Kate's Club is one of those amazing organizations that has made a tremendous impact in the lives of our customers as well as our employees. Kate's Club is particularly close to my heart because I was introduced to this amazing organization via one of your gala co-chairs, Tanya Sam. 2 years ago, she invited me to attend the Kate's Club Mourning Gala, and my heartstrings were tugged so hard I immediately committed to becoming the official airline of Kate's Club's Mourning Gala. I hope that you guys enjoy yourselves tonight. You're in for an amazing treat, and we can't wait to see you on your next Southwest Airlines flight. Have a great time.
Thank you, Quinny. I am so bummed I don't get to see you in person this year, but I know you are looking fabulous from home, so thank you for your support. We also want to give a big thank you to our Clubhouse and VIP Happy Hour sponsor who you saw a few minutes ago, making cocktails with Tanya and Keisha. That was all sponsored by Salesforce, so thank you, Salesforce. And our first round of auction items are we closed, Gregory? Closed. And it looks like our winners are Cy Henderson, you got the walk-on roll, and Ashley, you won the trip to Antigua. So Ashley, wherever you are, if you need someone to take with you, keep me in mind. All right, what's next? The luxury catamaran trip. This is item 103, and I can't wait to tell you some details about that in a little bit, so make sure to get those bids in, and we'll have Tuscany a little bit after that. So before we get to that, I know that we would normally be gathered together in one room, but tonight we have viewers from all over the country, which is really a cool thing about virtual. Joining us now, we have the founder of Kate's Club herself, piping in from California, and one of my personal inspirations, Kate Atwood. Take it away, Kate.
Welcome to our annual Kate's Club Gala. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kate Atwood, and I am the founder of Kate's Club. We come together this evening to celebrate Kate's Club and raise awareness and funds for our very important mission. I want to take a moment and share with you why Kate's Club is so critical for our community. 1 in 14 children in the U.S. experience the death of a parent or sibling before the age of 18. In the state of Georgia, that number rises to 1 in 13. This means nearly 187,000 children are grieving such a profound loss by the time they turn 18 years old. The effects of losing a parent during childhood are life-changing. Bereaved children are 5 times more likely to develop a psychiatric disorder. They are more likely to drop out of school, abuse drugs and alcohol, and suffer from depression and severe anxiety. These outcomes are devastating, but they don't have to be. At Kate's Club, we challenge these statistics and work to reverse these outcomes every day. I often say, we don't get to choose when loss happens, but we do have a choice as to how we let it shape our lives. And how we guide children through grief makes all the difference in who they will become. I know this because I have seen our kids go from outward anger to inner peace, from debilitating insecurity to inspiring confidence. Our mission is not one that is achieved by closure or cure. It is achieved by a resolve. Resolve that is discovered and shared by each member of Kate's Club that endures long after our programs end. I remember one of the first outings we ever did at Kate's Club. It was a community service outing, and there were only about 8 kids at the time. They decided they wanted to go and clean up and paint a playground in a neighborhood that really needed it. At one point, some kids who weren't part of our program came over and talked to a couple of the kids who were. As I watched, a bit with concern, I saw Justin, one of our kids, say proudly, "Yeah, this is Kate's Club. We do fun things together because we all lost someone we love." Simple. He wasn't awkward. He had pure resolve. Then Justin came over and introduced me to one of the kids who promptly asked, "Well, how do I get into this club?" This is the opportunity we have to change the stigma, to change and build resilience and resolve for these young kids. The weight of the work that we do has never felt as heavy as it does right now. As our nation and world grieve an unprecedented amount of loss due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I can't help but think about the pain and suffering of the families who are forced to grieve alone. Tonight, it is my hope you'll begin to feel the magic of Kate's Club and the light it brings to a world that has been dimmed by loss. While COVID restricts our ability to operate as we once did, it does not slow down the demand for us to serve those most in need. Tonight, your giving goes to the continued support of our programs, of our clubhouse, and our kids. $5,000 goes to providing Kate's Club pop-ups around Metro Atlanta. We will come to the neighborhoods of Atlanta and create a safe, socially distanced program outside. $1,000 supports our buddy volunteer training. You'll hear a little bit more about buddy trainings from our host, Megan, later. And $500 supports new family in-person orientation training. We already have 140 new families in need of our services just this year. We can't do this without you. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for your support, for your resolve, and for your light.
We clapping? Thank you, Kate. As you heard in her video, tonight you'll have the opportunity to fund specific needs within Kate's Club. One of those opportunities is supporting our Buddy Volunteer program. Our Buddy Volunteers are truly the heart of Kate's Club, and I was honored to become a Buddy myself last year. Buddies serve as positive role models for Kate's Club member children, creating a safe space for supervising and facilitating club activities right here. We wouldn't be able to provide these services without the support of Buddy Volunteers, and tonight you can help support them too. Your $1,000 donation would also help support one of our volunteer orientation sessions, something so critical to our success as an organization. So whether it's this initiative or something else that you hear about tonight, whatever aspect of our work that you feel excited about, we encourage you to donate through our mobile bidding site, Qtego, or through text to give by texting the word GIVE to KC, all one word, and sending that to 74121. All right, Gregory, where are we at with donations? Let's see, it looks like we've got some names. I've got Tara Nichols, I've got Emily Johnson, I've got Jeffrey Chin and Cindy Shell, Elizabeth Summerfield. Thank you guys, we can clap, right? Kelly Carlos. We've got Jennifer Dangar. We've got Liz Liston. Hey, Liz, I know you. We've got Rebecca McCorvey. All right, so we're about to close the next auction item after our next video in just a moment. So make sure you're placing those bids for a week-long catamaran excursion through the U.S. Virgin Islands with the donors who are also your crew and chef, Vince and Judy Price. Okay. So I have to share this story real quick, folks, because this is so adorable and touching. I want to tell you about these two. Vince and Judy Price actually met through volunteering for Kate's Club as buddies over 10 years ago. Kate's Club has a deep personal meaning for Judy, as she lost her mother at 14 and her father at 23. She started volunteering in Kate's Club in 2004 and met Vince at a Kate's Club fundraiser later that year. Little did she know this was her future forever. Vince and Judy have been volunteering at Camp Good Mourning for 10 years together, and their dedication to the Kate's Club mission has not gone unnoticed. So thank you, Vince and Judy, for sharing not only your time, but your beautiful catamaran with us too. So speaking of Camp Good Mourning, I actually want to tell you a little bit about that, especially for our newcomers to Kate's Club. So as I watched that message from Kate, she said something that really stood out to me, that how we guide children through grief makes all the difference in who they will become. Makes all the difference in who they will become. And that starts with how we choose to talk about the ones we've lost. Camp Good Mourning is only one programmatic example of how we guide our members. Little did you know, we actually just had Camp Good Mourning virtually with 87 campers and over 20 buddy volunteers just this last weekend. These campers were placed in virtual cabins with buddy volunteers, and they enjoyed therapeutic and recreational activities all weekend together from their computer screens. Who knew? Here are just a few of the things that the campers said about their camp experience at the closing ceremony. One of them said, "This is so amazing and exactly why I love Kate's Club." Another said, "They support you no matter what, and that is so wholesome. They work so hard and do anything they can to help us." And then my first personal favorite quote, which came from a 5-year-old, he said, "We might be little, but our hearts are big." And we hope that your hearts can be big tonight too, folks. Your donations tonight contribute to this life-changing experience for our kids. You should have gotten a text just a few minutes ago prompting you on how to donate and also letting you know that our next live auction item, 103, is about to close. As you heard me mention, we're about to close the luxury catamaran trip through the U.S. and British Virgin Islands aboard a catamaran for 7 days and 6 nights for 2 to 6 people. This includes 6 breakfasts, 3 lunches, and 3 dinners with alcohol for each guest. You will also enjoy the use of all the water toys and 2 scuba dives per person for certified divers. So you might want to go ahead and get those certifications, folks. All right, make sure to keep the bidding going because it's about to close. And after we close that luxury catamaran tour, you'll have one final opportunity to bid in our live auction on our week-long Tuscan getaway. So if you get outbid on the catamaran, you'll have to settle for Tuscany. Tough life, huh? All right. congratulations to our winners earlier, and now we're about to close this soon. Okay, so how's everyone doing? All right, we've heard some so far. I know you've been bidding. The silent auction is still going, the live auction is still going, and I want to remind you that all of these donations, when you give to Kate's Club, you're becoming a part of bringing stories like this next video I'm going to share with you to life. Pay attention, because our last live auction item will close after this message. Join me as we now hear stories and touching memories from a few of our kids.
It's all right here on the paper. The day we went to the zoo, and it was so hot that our shirt stuck to our skin. I don't remember if it was May or June. Even the animals were hot and sweaty, and they didn't want to be outside either. But at least we got to see the elephants. I can't remember how long we were there, or what we had for lunch, but I do remember you putting your arm up to your face, swinging like a trunk, making a loud squealing noise, just like an elephant, right in the middle of the zoo. And everyone was looking at us, thinking we were crazy. And we were, but we were crazy together. It's all right here. That one morning before school, we would have been eating breakfast. I don't remember what we had, but I remember you used to say that your belly made you look like a Pillsbury Doughboy, so it was probably something sweet. And then, out the window, we saw the school bus pulling away, so we ran out the door, yelling and waving and trying to catch it. I was so little, I couldn't keep up, so you swept me up in your arms as fast as you could, and then my hair was flopping and your Pillsbury belly was flopping, and we laughed and snorted the whole time. Can't remember what day that was, or what I was wearing, or what we ate for breakfast. But I remember the excitement. I remember chasing it with you. 'Cause it's all right here. The night that we ate salad, and we ate deep dish pizza, and we got the Ben & Jerry's ice cream tub. And I ran to my room to find my Halloween candy. We poured it out on the table and picked which ones to put on our ice cream. I don't remember which candy I picked, but I remember eating it all and being so stuffed. It was so much food, but it was just me and you. And all I felt was peace and calm and happy. There are so many details I don't remember anymore. So many things that are gone that I'll never get back. But there's one important detail I'll never forget. You. You and the way we were crazy together. You and everything we chased. You and the peace and the calm and the happy. I'll never forget that. 'Cause it's all right here on the paper.
I know we can all relate to these stories. At the zoo on a hot day, chasing the school bus, stuffing our faces with ice cream and Halloween candy. It's these moments, these everyday activities, the ones that seem so average, that we seem to remember the most, isn't it? At Kate's Club, the very first activity we do with the kids at new member orientation is engage their memories of their lost loved ones. This is often a joyful experience, but it can also be hard, frustrating, and quite painful. They're given a square piece of paper where they take time to reflect, remember, and draw out a memory of their lost loved one. For instance, here, you see the word dad. It says super dad here, and at the top it says my hero. These memory tiles are also one of the very first things you see when you walk through the clubhouse doors. They're a beautiful display of the heart and soul of the club, and actually had a profound impact on me the first time I attended volunteer orientation. I remember standing in the memory tile hallway, being completely overwhelmed with both love and heartache as I read the names Mommy, Daddy, Sissy, little brother. What's astounding, folks, is that even though the clubhouse doors have been closed for 5 months, we still have new members joining us every day. There have been 239 new members since March 1st, and this is an area where we need your support. By donating $500, these dollars could help support our new member orientations, where we launch this very special activity. And you can do that by donating in our mobile site or through text to give. It's so important for us to hold on to the memories of our loved ones. And tonight, we have a few Memory Tile sponsors we'd like to thank for contributing to this experience. First, we have Cox Enterprises. We also have Rob Spencer with Northwestern Mutual. Aflac is our Memory Tile sponsor. Northside Hospital. Assured Comfort Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Georgia Natural Gas. JP Morgan Chase and Company. And Leader Pass, which is actually the platform we're hosting on live tonight. Thanks to each of you for your continued support of the Kate's Club mission and helping to preserve memories of our loved ones. Okay, you should have gotten a text about our final live auction item that's about to close. Now, if any of you attended last year's gala, you may remember that the trip to Tuscany almost set the ballroom on fire. The bidding was outrageous. That was a moment that I, even as an auctioneer, will never forget, where we had a true Tuscan showdown. So although you may not have a paddle in hand, I hope you've got those fingers ready to bid if you want to win this amazing experience. Be prepared to get out of the city, escape to one of the most coveted regions on the planet in Tuscany, Italy, located in the ancient town of Manciano. You'll spend 8 days and 7 nights in your choice of 6 different villas that are each perfectly suited for up to 4 guests. These villas feature 2 to 3 bedrooms with views of the rolling countryside, the gardens, the Tuscan hills. I can almost taste the wine on my tongue now. So go ahead and place those bids because it's about to close. And then coming up next, we have a very special segment for you. Each year, we recognize our Kate's Club honorees. These are individuals that have also experienced loss and grief and have gone above and beyond in their engagement with this program. To introduce our honorees to you, I want to welcome our executive director, my fellow Kiwanian, and someone I call a friend, Teresa Presswood.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first virtual Kate's Club Morning Glory Gala. My name is Teresa Presswood, and I serve as Executive Director. I work alongside an amazing staff, incredible board, and over 200 dedicated volunteers to ensure we offer the highest quality grief support possible. We all know that 2020 has been an extraordinary year. We, however, at Kate's Club are fortunate to have you here tonight to support our programs and our mission. We know that if we work together, even if we are physically distant, we can make a difference. Kate's Club is important not only to the people that we serve, but also our message of that it's okay to grieve is important to people all over. I am proud to introduce to you our 2 honorees, Nolan Smith and Ozzy Aru, to share a virtual conversation about hope and healing.
My name is Ozzy Aru. I'm the CEO and founder of Aru Brothers Studios right here in Atlanta, Georgia, formerly president of Tyler Perry Studios, and currently I own the first Latino owned and operated studio in the U.S. So I'm really excited to really connect with Kate's Club and find ways to support the organization because it was something that I was really missing when I was younger. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to Nolan. Nolan, if you wouldn't mind saying a few things. I'm super honored to meet you. I'm a huge fan of what you guys are doing over there and, collaborating here and getting to know each other and, for this amazing cause means a lot. So, welcome, Nolan.
Thank you, Ozzy, so much. And very nice to meet you virtually. And Megan, thank you for having me. To all the viewers here and being a part of this Kate's Club Gala virtual 2020. It's a strange time, but to make it work, that's what we're here to do. And it's for an even better cause, which is Kate's Club. So again, I'm Nolan Smith, Duke basketball, director of basketball operations. And I just want to thank Ms. Keisha Hunt for bringing me to Kate's Club. Let me start by saying that we came down to play Georgia Tech. this year. She reached out to me. We were both Duke alumni. So she was like, hey, you know, we're both Dukies. You have to come check out Case Club. And after shoot around, I went over there and spent some time there. And it was just amazing. Ozzy, I think like you just said, like if I had Case Club when I was growing up, I'm doing pretty good, but I know I would have been way better, you know, especially at an early age. And, you know, I can go into more detail, you know, as we continue to talk, Ozzy, and tell a little bit about my story. But I just wanted to quickly introduce myself to everybody and excited to share a conversation with Ozzy and tell you all why we care so much about Case Club and what we can all do to continue to build and make it an even better place.
Thank you, Nolan. Yeah, this is it's a good evening for sure.
Ozzy, what's your personal grief story and kind of what's connected you to Case Club?
So, you know, I lost my dad at an early age. My dad was my best friend, my everything, as you can imagine, you know, as a little boy growing up. You know, we all idolize our dads and our pops. So I was 14, I lost him suddenly. And then my mom was left to raise 4 kids. And, you know, we rallied around her, but it was tough. You know, I spent pretty much every day of my life since I was a little boy with my father. So after school, I would spend time with him at work until late at night. I was just that little kid. So I was able to learn a lot from him. He inspired me, he championed me, you know, and, he really, learned a lot of things from my dad. But one of the things I also learned through that tough time was, you know, how strong my mother was, and, you know, how strong my mother had to become to raise, you know, the kids. And I think that may be one of the reasons why, you know, I feel so strongly about supporting women and getting behind women and championing them and, you know, the things that are important to them, and especially in media and entertainment. So that's something that I can help a little bit with. And that's one of the, you know, main missions of my organization here at Atwood Brothers. Yeah. How about you?
Yeah. So mine also lost my father at 8 years old. And just like you said, my dad was my best friend. I was his little shadow that was always following him around.
Yeah.
My dad, he played in the NBA for 9 years. And at the time he passed away, he was coaching the Washington Bullets on a cruise. We were on a team cruise with all the players and coaches. And it was also very sudden, just a heart attack. And as an 8-year-old kid who idolized his dad, it was extremely tough, especially being somebody I wanted to be just like him. So I picked up basketball because of him. So there were so many things that I went through growing up. Like there were times where I didn't want to play basketball because that was my connection to him. And through family and friends, I was able to get back to it and picked it up eventually, and then got serious, and then ultimately made it to where I was able to make it. But like when he passed away, it was my mom and my sister, and that was it. And I just remember as an 8-year-old little boy, I remember telling my mom, I'm the man of the house. And like when I think back, like for an 8-year-old to have to even say that.
Think about that, process that.
And it was just like, I can't believe I even said that. You know, I'm the man of the house at 8 years old. Like, no, you're not. You still should be being a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one thing that, you know, I've had the blessing of being able to do is connect with so many people that have lost a parent. You know, one person I've connected with, you know, through my story is Quinn Cook, who plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. We grew up in the same area, and he lost his dad when he was 13. So that kind of helped me grieve, you know, which was helping others. And so when I went to Case Club and got to see it for the first time, I was like, man, I wish I had this. You know, I remember as a young boy going to therapy with my mom and sister and seeing how, like you said, like your mom, just strong, the rock, you know, never saw her cry, never saw her weak at any time.
Yeah.
Never. You know, moms just have that strength where
they do, boy, they do. God bless them.
Have it. Absolutely. They just have it. And, you know, just to see her go through that, you know, see us go through counseling, but to not have kids that were not knowing that there were kids just like me out there, I think is something that I missed.
So as we both know, I mean, we're blessed enough to be here today and supporting Case Club, but when people lose a parent, when kids lose a parent at an early age, it affects their trajectory. It affects many things in their life. The way they see life, the way they see, the things going on in the world, and not having two strong people at home to guide you and support you and love you. We were blessed that it worked out, that we had strong moms, but and not everybody is that way. There's so many different circumstances in life, and it leads to drugs, depression, suicide. It can lead to all those terrible things. So having Kate's Club, now that's why I got excited to be, a part of it and to really support the organization. I feel like, Nolan, when people like yourself and myself, when we get behind these causes that we didn't feel were around, or at least non-existent to us, that's our way of really supporting and giving a little bit back, besides all the other different things that we do. So Kate, please, all of you that are watching tonight, donate, support. Please support Kate's Club. All of you that are watching at home, please, please, please. This is very important. It's a different type of organization, and it's something that I believe in, that Nolan believes in, and we want to grow and really support and get behind this cause.
I love what you said. Like, this is not just about tonight, and we're gonna keep our foot on the gas to continue to let the world know how important Kate's Club is, and it doesn't stop tonight. So, like, thank you to everyone at home watching this virtual gala. Like, thank you so much, and like Ozzy said, donate and get behind Kate's Club, because there are so many children, young teens, young adults. I'm 32 and I still need Kate's Club sometimes because you never stop grieving. I think, guys, you can agree with that. As no matter how old you get, there's still so many days for anyone who has lost a loved one, whether it's Father's Day, Mother's Day, a birthday of a loved one that you may have lost. Like, it never gets easier. And you touched on like the alcohol and the things that it could lead to, the seriousness of that. It can't be taken lightly. And I just definitely wish I had Kate's Club, but I am so honored to now have met Kate's Club. So thank you all for bringing me in. I feel like I'm now part of the family. Ozzy and I know this is virtual, but we do meet in person. We come down there to play Georgia Tech. Definitely grab dinner.
Absolutely.
And, this was amazing conversation. And just again, to everyone watching and at home, thank you all so much. And please help us help these young ones, and help everyone that's a part of Kate's Club. So Megan, thank you. We're gonna kick it back to you now, and everyone continue to enjoy this amazing evening.
That was so sweet. I loved hearing from those two guys. Okay, so while you were watching that video, we actually had some really cool things happening back here. So first of all, our catamaran trip closed, and the catamaran trip sold to Kat Cole. Is that a coincidence? I think not. You're gonna have a lot of fun, Kat. So next, we actually had the donor of the Tuscany trip call us and say we could offer a second trip. So we have 2 winners of the Tuscany trip. That's right. So Ashley Bryant and Jennifer Dangar, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name right. Congratulations, you are going to Tuscany. So thank you for your donations tonight. And now the live auction is closed. So now I'd like to take a moment to give a personal special thanks to Teresa Presswood and to Jamie Anderson, who have really been here for me this year. You might be thinking, why me? So this year has brought me even closer to Kate's Club and the Kate's Club family. And I'd like to share a little bit of my story so you can understand why. As your auctioneer last year, I fell deeply in love with the mission of Kate's Club. You may have heard me say earlier that I even started volunteering shortly after the gala. I loved meeting the kids and leading activities right in this clubhouse. I was totally hooked. But as of February 25th of this year, almost 6 months ago to this day, my connection with this organization grew in a way that I never would have imagined. Because on February 25th, My transgendered sister took her own life in Portland, Oregon, and she was 30 years old. And just like that, I became a Kate's Club kid, mourning the loss of a sibling and trying to figure out how to do that. So I stand here before you today, not asking for your support because that's what I've been hired to do, but asking for your support because I know firsthand how devastating it is to lose a sibling. I know how hard it is to suddenly be an only child. And I know how challenging it is to be strong for your parents and try to hold them up in their grief when you can barely stand yourself. So as I wrestled with the idea of sharing this with you tonight, I finally landed on yes, because grief is good. We need to be brave enough to be seen as weak and strong enough to open up and cry. Because loss is hard, and that's okay. It is with my great honor and privilege to introduce you to one of our Kate's Club members, Jillian.
When grief first hits you, it feels like you're suffocating. It feels like there's nothing you can do. My mom was a dancer. I had to audition to go to DeKalb Elementary School of the Arts, and so I had to make up my own dance to do it, and she was there the whole time. I didn't go to school that day, and she was there helping me practice. I loved my mom a lot. She was one of my best friends. So my mom was sick most of my childhood. You know, she was always so strong, it never really occurred to me that she was actually sick. But really towards the end, she got really, really sick and couldn't really leave her bed. And that's the time that we kind of just realized, oh, this is bad now. And my uncle called me and was like, your mom needs you right now, freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I was only 11. So I called my dad, and my dad was like, she's passing away. You need to get back here. We pulled up, and my dad was there, and he told me that she was already gone, and so that we couldn't actually say goodbye like I really wished to. That was one of my biggest regrets. I didn't get to say goodbye to her. I think the darkest thing about grief is really that you feel alone in it. People don't understand it in the same way as someone that's gone through it. You know, some people would be like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss, but it's not the same as really talking about what's, happening and how you're feeling. In the beginning of my grief process, I definitely completely shut down. I wouldn't really talk to anyone about it. And then I started to really get into Kate's Club. Going to Kate's Club really helped me open up and oh, it's okay, people understand. And it was cool to do with my family and really talk about our mom again after a time that we all really shut down. I think Kate's Club really helped me to process a lot of the things that happen. I think it's nice to get out of, your sadness and go to a place that really makes you happy and uplifts you more. After you've been there for a while, they start to feel like family. You can really just open up and tell them about anything. And in a way, I've always felt oh, I can share my story and help someone else there that is, in the same beginning stage that I was. And it was cool to see, oh, there's this huge community of other kids going through the same thing. This program really makes a difference. I know that it made a difference in my life, and I know it makes a difference in a lot of people's life. When grief first hits you, it feels like you have to be strong.
I stand here before you this evening to invite you to support the kids just like me, just like Jillian, and like the other 5,500 young people who've walked through these doors looking for a place where they don't have to be so strong all the time. And I see that you're standing with me. Brian Kaplan and Pete Ballard and Alicia Kelly, thank you, and Christy Hilly and Tanya Shitter and Amanda Kay. Douglas Morgan, thank you. And now is the time that we've all been waiting for, the time where you get to make a difference for our Kate's Club kids. For the next few minutes of the night, you'll hear more about our various programs and offerings and how you can support these efforts. You can go straight into your Qtego site, click the donate button, and select the amount that you'd like to contribute this evening, or simply text to give 74121 and text give to KC. This is also a friendly reminder that we have a match donor tonight for every new donor who contributes to our Give to Grief initiative. This means that if you donate $1,000, you're actually donating $2,000. So what a better way to spend your money than to let someone else double it. So we hope this will inspire you to give just a little bit more, knowing what a giant impact this will make for our kids. All right, let's get this going. I'm super excited to announce that we have a donor who's offered to kick off the portion of the night with a $25,000 donation. We would like to extend our deepest and most heartfelt thank you to the Horowitz family for this generous gift, and we hope that you will be inspired to give like they have. Now, at the $10,000 level, I want to tell you about a little new concept we've rolled out this year in response to COVID-19 called the Grief Coping Boxes. Now, we've come up with this in the need to close our clubhouse doors to keep everyone safe, but understanding that just because we can't be together doesn't mean that grief stops. So at $10,000, these donations would help us send every single member a starter box this fall. And I already see more donations coming in. Austin McRoberts, that's my husband. Thank you, Austin. Brian Kaplan, thank you so much. And thank you to Judy Train and Brendan Kane and Catherine and Chip Reed. We see you and we thank you. So you heard Kate mention our pop-up initiative earlier. And since we can't hold outings right now, basically what we want to do is take our mission, lift it out of the clubhouse, and go visit our member family neighborhoods around Metro Atlanta. We'll create a safe, socially distanced program outside where they can meet other grieving families in a comfortable environment. And guys, I can't tell you how important it is for people to be able to connect, especially kids, with other kids who are experiencing the type of loss that they have. These families will be provided with dinner, prepackaged kits where they will do an activity together and be able to connect over this cause. So please support us now at the $5,000 donation. So we'd also like to thank Jessica and Tony Benzina, longtime buddy volunteers who actually also just donated in the $5,000 donation. We have another, Rob Spencer, thank you. Nina Vandestieg, thank you. Jamilia Smith, thank you. Gloria Cantor, they're coming in. Gloria, we know you're hosting a watch party at home, so thank you for your donation. Okay, at our next level, $2,500. This would support our holiday hugs. Now, hugs is an acronym, and it stands for healing, understanding, grief, and support. And these are mostly around major holidays. We provide programmings for Siblings Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all the winter holidays. Now, even though we're in a pandemic, we've been providing these programs virtually, and it's working. Our winter holiday hugs is our biggest each year, and this level would help us create the best winter hugs we've ever seen. So if you can donate at the $2,500 level, do so now. And if you're a new donor, please do so, because that's $5,000 straight to the organization. See another donation come in. Cindy and Nate Shell just supported hugs at the $2,500 level. Thank you so much. All right, at the $1,000 level, you will be supporting over 400 volunteers who give their time to Kate's Club. This level allows us to provide our new volunteer orientations along with multiple advanced volunteer trainings. Now, I've attended these with Deborah. You rock, Deborah. It is awesome. Right here in the clubhouse, they have a notebook. You learn all about how to talk about grief and how to be there and show up for kids when they're hurting. There is absolutely no way Kate's Club could run this organization without volunteers. It's a small staff, and we count on our volunteers and buddies each month. And volunteers and buddies, if you're watching, thank you for being a buddy too. You inspire me. Okay, let's check in. All right, Mary Howell, we have another donor. Jordan and Marcelo Clare just donated at $1,000 level. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, something is happening back here. I'm not really sure what's going on. All right, they're trying to tell me something. They're mouthing to me. Just come up here. Let's invite our chairs back up. Tanya, Keisha, get up here. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Megan, thank you so much for sharing with us. Okay, so earlier you had mentioned how we had a donor who was willing to match all first-time donors to Kate's Club.
Right.
So if you were first time to our gala, they were going to match you dollar for dollar. Well, the big surprise is they were so moved by what we've shared and what we've done here tonight that they are saying for the next 5 minutes, they are going to match every single donation. Woo! Every single dollar. Dollar for dollar. Your money goes so far, so bring it in, guys.
So if you have not given yet, now is your time. We need to make this match. So let's do it, everybody. Here we go.
All right, so folks, this is your time. 5 minutes. Pull those phones out. Start your donations, dollar for dollar. You heard me mention our new family orientations and the fact that we have 239 new Kate's Club members this year. They need this program, and at the $500 level, this will allow our families to meet each other and see that they are not alone in their grief. Can you support us at the $500 level, which is actually $1,000, right? So just think, you could walk away saying, I donated $1,000, and you only have to charge $500 to your card. So do it now before our 5 minutes run out. Keep in mind, whether you're a new donor or not, this is going to be matched. So let's donate big because it's double the money.
Yes.
All right, and we've got donations rolling in, and now I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the $100 level too, so we can get this party going. So remember we talked about the memory tiles, right? Okay, remember the memory tiles? So sweet. At the $100 level, you're going to provide memory tile supplies for 10 new members. That's 10 lives you can impact right now. But again, if you donate $100, you're actually supporting 20 new families with a $200 donation from our generous match. And the donations are running in. I see Taylor McCauley. I see Keisha Hunt. I see Kristen Olson. Hey, Kristen.
Tara Nichols, that's my sister. Thank you so much.
We love you guys.
We see Bruce Keenan just came in. He donated $5, which is actually $1,000. So let's keep it going. Let's keep our donations up, my friends. I know every year when we do this, get together, you feel that energy in the room. And it's hard. I know you're sitting behind a computer screen, but we've come together, we've pulled together to be here tonight for you, and we're so happy that you're being here with us. So we need those supports. So go into your Qtego site, click that donate button, select the donation level that feels comfortable to you, and let's make this happen. Or uncomfortable, even better. All right, Zachary Toy, you just gave. Christine Gallo, we've got another donation. Jane Vincent. All right, Laura Fishman, Lisa Jordan, we see you. Cherie Martin.
Thank you. Jamelia.
All right, Kristen Lotta, we have another donation who just come in. This is so awesome, guys. So please keep it up. Keep those donations coming. Let's see what you can do tonight. We also want to give a really big thanks to all of our sponsors, as usual, for being here to support us. Obviously, Southwest Airlines, Quinny, thank you so much. We've got Salesforce, who donated to our VIP, sponsored our VIP hour with Maker's Mark. And now we've got FedEx, Taylor English, Empire Distributors, and PulseSpark, our fabulous production company, who is helping you bring this event to life virtually. We have some more donations coming in. We've got Carrie Fauntleroy. That's a great last name. Carrie, I like that. Courtney May, congratulations and thank you. Brenda Highland, thank you for your big donation. Thank you for your support. As well, we'd like to thank our circle sponsor, our welcome circle sponsors this evening. So this is the Metro Atlanta Chamber, thank you Chamber, and Accent Decor.
Yes.
So next we have Megan Holder, who just donated another donation. Thank you, Megan.
One of our past board members.
We have so many amazing sponsors and partners who have made this night possible. Folks, I'm going to tell you, the truth is a virtual event is actually harder. It's harder to put together. It's a lot of logistics. It's a lot of little details. And we couldn't have done it without all of our partners and without all of you watching at home to tune in and help support this amazing cause. So let's refresh one more time, and we have more donations, my friends.
Yes.
Kate Atwood. Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Jill Roberts, we have another. Looks like Brenda Highland, I think we got her. So FYI, the silent auction will remain open until midnight tonight. So make sure to keep keep that bidding open. Don't let them beat you out. Have another sip of Makers, another champagne, another martini, and just keep the bidding going, right?
Double the dollars right now, so this is power time, guys.
That's
we
right.
really appreciate it.
I know, it reminds me of like the game show where it's like, you know, power time, double the money.
It is power, it's double money
Double
time.
the money.
It's double money time.
No
and
whammies,
your
no
dollars
whammies.
go twice as far. Wow, I mean, this has just been such an incredible night.
Yes,
and what
amazing.
a difference we can make when we all work together.
So true.
Thank you guys
Thank you,
for tuning
Tanya.
in. And for Kate's Club, the good doesn't just end tonight. It's how we love and support one another year-round. And now more than ever, our communities and our country are experiencing such profound loss and grief.
Yes.
As we stand here tonight, over 181,000 lives have been lost to the coronavirus in the US alone. And that weight continues to bear down and multiply through the family members and the children who have lost and struggled with losing a loved one in unprecedented times.
And at Kate's Club, we also stand in solidarity with the Black community. We stand for the vision of a future where justice and equality are for all, and where we support one another by raising our voices. This is especially important to me. I'm here with my husband, and we are raising 2 Black sons in our home, and so it's been an incredibly challenging time, and we just want to make sure that we acknowledge the pain and the grief that's in the hearts of all Americans as we watch what's unfolding in our country, and know that we have love and support, and we're thinking about all of us right now.
Because grief isn't always about death. Grief
That's right.
can be about loss of a job, it can be about loss of community, it can be about loss of dignity as well. And that can be a very deep and moving thing for a young person. So we have to show up together, support each other now more than ever.
So many of us have lost so much this year. And we've talked about much of this tonight, and we all have a sense of what grief feels like.
And I would like to just thank all of you and remind you that when you stand with Kate's Club, you're supporting that future that we all talked about. You're helping us to create stability for families, and you're supporting the type of world that we all hope to build together.
So with that, we thank you for supporting, we thank you for your generosity, we thank you for your time, and we thank you for helping to spread our mission at Kate's Club to the world. We know that there is still work to be done, but we celebrate tonight with the steps we have taken here tonight.
And one of those steps is what we were able to do tonight. I cannot thank you enough. I'm overwhelmed and bowled over by the generosity and the energy here, and I cannot wait, all of us can't wait, to share with you how much we were able to raise tonight. So check your emails, check your social media. We are going to tally the results of your generosity, and I cannot wait to see that number.
We do have some other donations who have just come in. We have Arden Rowland, we have Tanya Shader and Amanda Norcross. Keep it up, folks. Don't let it stop.
Thank you.
Friends, from all of us right here at the Kate's Club Clubhouse, thank you for helping us build a world where grief is good.
Yes.
Enjoy your dinner, your cocktails, and here's to thousands of more stories to come from Kate's Club, all made possible by your support and your love. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Woo!